Top of the day to you, great and lovely people of Biafra, people of goodwill. I want you to see something. You know, when things are happening, we must open our eyes and look inwards to understand what actually is happening. We must not be looking at the surface at all times. Now, this is a news coming from the Zoo media, and it says, we buyed Enugu state lawyer who went to deliver ransom in error. In error. This was a statement made by the Zoo police. It was made by the Zoo police. Now, why did I bring this up? There is a reason why I brought this up. Now, let me just explain a bit on what this news or what this information is trying to let us know. It is trying to let us know that the Zoo police hired a lawyer who went to drop ransom, and the reason why they hired that lawyer is that it was a mistake, that they thought that that lawyer is part of the kidnappers, and that was why they hired him. Now, before I go into explaining or trying to expose or demystify the mystery behind this, let me just give you a little story. The story goes this way. There is a particular man who is part of local security. He is part of local security stationed at a particular place in a village. And in that village, you also have the military stations and the police stations on that same road. They have their roadblocks and all of that, checkpoints, as whatever you may call it. And they are carrying out their duties. And what are their duties? What are the duties of the Zoo police and military on those roads? Their duties is to turn the road into what? Into a toll gate. That every vehicle that crosses that path, you will have to pay a certain amount before you pass. It is normal. Something abnormal has become normal. And so you see all the transporters, once they get there, they will park their vehicle and they will drop the money. Some of them, it has gotten to the point that some of them, even once they get to that place, they park and they drop the money. And those zoo officers will take recordings of their number plates. And when they take recordings of their number plate, it means that they have paid for that day. And when you come back again to say, and you are passing back that, and they want to charge you, you tell them that you've paid for the day. They will check their register and see. And when they confirm that you have paid, they will allow you to go. This is what they do. People who are meant to safeguard and protect the area are now taxing motorists. They have now turned the Nigerian road, turned the Biafran road into a toll gate, where they collect monies from innocent, hardworking people who are fighting to survive in this hard economy. Now, there is a reason why I'm bringing up this story. Just follow me. Now, those local security that was stationed there, what do? They are a kind of locals, and they are very concerned about their people and the safety of their community, so they do not want any problem. And as such, any incidents of kidnapping that happens within that area, you find them always rushing into the bushes to fight those people and release the kidnapped victims as immediate as possible, as soon as possible. They have done it the first time, did it the second time. And something happened one time. They went in search of those kidnappers. As immediately they heard of a kidnapping occurrence, they rushed to the scene and went into the bush immediately. We were firing shots and chasing the kidnappers, giving them a hot chase. Something happened. This is where the crux of the gist lies. Something happened. And what was that? The thing that happened is that this man, who is part of the local security around there, as he was progressing and advancing and catching up with those kidnappers, he noticed something. He noticed that those zoo police and military that was stationed along those areas were some of them that he knows, because they have stayed on that road for a long time. Some of them that he knows were now part of the people who kidnapped those innocent people and took them into the bush. So he recognized one, and immediately he recognized that person. He was now surprised. In a situation like this, you may be surprised. He was not surprised. What are you doing here? And immediately that one picked up his gun, and that was the end for that local security man. That was how he was pied. That was how he was oofed. Why am I bringing this up? If you are familiar with all these robbery attacks, robbery case, kidnapping case, and all of that, you would be advised at all time that whenever you are in danger and those people are around, you close your face and face ground, so that you don't see them and they don't see you, because immediately they recognize you and they know that you know them. That will be the end for you. I don't know if the story is adding up now. Immediately they know that you know them and you have seen them in that action. That is the end for you. And so the reason why I am bringing this up is because of this particular incident you are seeing today. I tell you most solemnly, what happened there is that man may have known one or two of them, and he has known that it is the same security people who are supposed to be protecting that areas are responsible for the kidnappings, for the insecurity in that area. And when he saw them, all they could do is to do what? Is to eye the man immediately. In that scenario, they don't have mercy. They will oof you immediately. And that was what happened to this man. They oofed him. And in a bid to cover up the whole thing, they came out to say it was an accidental discharge, an error. That they thought it was, the man was a part of the kidnappers. And I'll tell you, they are going to cook this story in such a way that you would even want to believe and even have pity on them. But in the real sense of things, this is actually what happened. My people, at this point, you must be using your number 6 at every time, at every moment. Your 99% intelligence must be active. Else in the area, hey, in the area, let me show you one video. How? In the area, there is no solution. So you have seen what is happening, my people. It is pertinent that we continue to expose this zoo until they are completely gone, until they are no more, until Biafra is restored. We must, as a matter of duty, continue to expose their atrocities, their evil, everything they are doing against our people. It is important we let our people continue to see these things and continue to know that if you do not fight for your freedom, change is not coming anytime soon from these people. We must continue to let our people understand that these people are perpetual and habitual oppressors. And if you do not find a way to gain your freedom as quickly as possible, they will continue to oppress you till thy kingdom come. So it is very important that we continue to do this. So that is why we would, at every point where we see something going wrong, we'll inform our people and let them know what is happening. So once more, I want to thank you very much for listening. If you are new here, kindly click on the red subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. If you have listened, kindly click on the like button and also drop your comment. This would help this to go viral. Share, very importantly, share, so that every other person who has not gotten this message of truth shall also receive it. Thank you for watching. Biafra First.